Hey there, all of you beautiful souls. Welcome to, or welcome back to, Universal Wisdom Tarot. This is your June monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Aries, sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, as a general intuitive tarot reading, just a quick reminder that not all the messages will resonate with everyone. And if you are interested in a personal reading, then there is a link in the description box below that'll take you to my website, and it'll show you all the different types of readings that I offer. And maybe there's something there that interests you that you would like to book. Now, of course, before we dive into any of the tarot cards, I'm just going to start by looking at some of the key astrological aspects coming up in the month. June is, like many months this year, filled with many interesting aspects. So I'm just going to highlight a few of them. And I'm going to start with what occurs on the 2nd of June. So the month starts off with a bang, with a trine between Jupiter, which is now in Gemini, and Pluto, which is in Aquarius. And for me, this is an amazing aspect, actually, because it helps you find your personal power. It helps you to take control and helps you to transform yourself for the better. Now, for some of you, I would describe this energy as a bulldozer. Okay, so you might feel ready, and inspired, to make deep changes in your life or in the lives of other people around you. Now, that's great if you want to change your life, but sometimes other people don't want you to change their life, no matter how well-intentioned it is. Might be saying, "Oh, I have this energy. Let me help you do this. Let me help you do this." Just kind of remember that a bulldozer energy can be a little bit intimidating as an energy, and you might not realize just how powerful you appear to people, okay? So if that energy is around you, fantastic. Roll up your sleeves, get some work done for yourself. That's great. And if others do want your help, then by all means, that's fantastic. But just know that there will be some people who are going to be right there with you going, fantastic, fabulous, great energy. And then there's going to be other people who kind of hold off against you, okay? So I just want to let you know about that. Now, let's talk about what happens on the 3rd of June, which is the very next day. We have a major transit where Mercury is going to enter the sign of Gemini. And now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you are not, Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. So this kind of energy is it's like a homecoming for the planet, okay? So it makes it feel like it's in a position of power, if you will, okay? And the effects of this can mean you're going to have a very active mind, and your communications overall for probably about a couple of weeks will be really easy. So you be coming up with some great ideas, and you can have the energies to finish things. And basically, overall, you're going to feel quite curious, and and it's a good all-around time. Now, I want to talk about what happens on June 9th, because that's a bit of a different energy, okay? So Mars is going to enter Taurus, and Mars is a planet that wants to rush and get things done, and Taurus is an energy of slow and steady and let's analyze. So when these two kind of come together, this planet enters this sign, it's going to feel like a slow energy, or where things are going to slow down a little. Now, of course, once you have started something, obviously you'll finish it, but it'll be slow. It'll take a while, but you need to have started something in order to finish something within this energy. All right. Now, on the exact same day, on June 9th, the sun, which is in Gemini at this point, is going to square Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so for some of you, it may feel like something's weighing you down, something's weighing heavily on you. And while this won't be the most productive of days, it's a good day to check things off your list. off your to-do list, okay? So, also a good time to let your imagination loose, let it run wild, and, let your creative passions out. And let's talk about June 17 because we have 2 planets that will ingress into new signs. And the first is Mercury, which enters Cancer, which means you'll have an easier time expressing your feelings and being able to speak honestly. But it could also manifest by allowing you to say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay, and the second planet that changes signs is Venus, which will ingress Cancer. Okay, and Venus may bring some emotions into your relationships. So, you may have a need for a more, let's say, solid emotional connection with people around you. And finally, let's talk about at the end of the month on the 29th that we have Saturn going retrograde in Pisces. Okay. Now, this retrograde can limit your options, and the retrograde is going to occur for a number of months. I believe that Saturn only really goes direct again at the end of November. But this is really good time to work on releasing karmic and emotional baggage, okay? So the universe here is saying, we have an opportunity at the end of the month to just relax and let go of anything that is holding you back because, Saturn represents discipline, right? It gives us a break. And this retrograde, and Saturn's like the planet of discipline, right? So when it's in retrograde, it's easing up a little bit, if you will. Okay. All right. So I just let you know that so you can check out your charts, and if you have one where these planets are, check out where these planets are situated, how you might use the energies. And if you don't have a birth chart but you want one, there are many websites out there where you can download one for free. All right, Aries, let's get into your tarot cards now and into your reading. So I give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Aries seekers. So let's pull 4 cards for Aries for the month of June. Okay, you have 3 cards that all popped out. I'll put them on the table in 1 second. I'm just going to have to pause this video. Dear Aries, I'm so sorry. I'm having a bit of a technical glitch here, and I want to sort it out. So I'm just going to pause it, and then I'll get back to you and put your cards out on the table, all right? So sorry for that. I just have to fix this technical glitch, okay? And we have the Page of Wands. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Empress. Just put that there. All right, Aries. Okay, I feel for you that this is a very potent time in the month of June. Potent energy. That's very strong energy coming in. I'm getting that from the Empress card here, which is your overarching energy. And by the way, you have the Chariot right behind it. Okay, so this is an energy of growth, of advancement, of development. It's a time of really putting forth whatever ideas you have and wanting to get them going in into something more. I want to say something more. Something that it's more actualized, like something that's more grounded, something that's more you can manifest it and bring it about. Okay, so really feeling this energy here with this Empress. And the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands here tells me there's a lot of fire energy here, okay? a lot of fire energy, but it's a time of wanting to move forward, and a time of wanting to shift and grow, and a time of wanting to bring about something new for yourself, perhaps. Maybe wanting to put something into action is what I'm feeling very strongly here for you. This 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 King of Pentacles is very much an energy of wanting a little success, feeling perhaps that you are, very comfortable, maybe financially, but feeling that you could always grow more, right? Sometimes we're very comfortable. We want to have things, and sometimes we just, we don't always give a gratitude for what we have and then say, okay, that's enough. We always want to go for more and more and more. That's very human of us to want to do that. So in this month, I'm feeling very much for you, Aries, that there is a growth period. You want to see how far you can take this. Whatever it is might be for you, okay? Now, I don't know if this is a new project that you're starting, or if this is a relationship, if there's relationships here to be had. But it's definitely a period of time where you're trying to change something, okay? Death is all about rebirth. It's about death and transformation. It's about death, the end of something, and the start of something new. And the Ace of Wands here is also about something new, but it's something that's very, very passionate. It's like, and I look at this card, and maybe you'll feel it too, but it's like a match that's been lit, right? So we really here feel the spark of something new. And when you get a spark in your head, it's that aha moment, or that feeling of, oh wow, wow, what a great idea. I wanna take that idea, I want it to grow, and I want to foster it and let it turn into something that's very profitable. So maybe for some of you, you've just had this spark of an idea. And as I said at the beginning of the month, there's this ability to, with Mercury in Gemini, there's this being able to come up with great ideas. And I feel like for you, this great ideas are coming into play fast and furious, okay? So you're definitely wanting to go and take something new and go, hey, I'm going to try that one. Let's run with it. Let's see how this turns out, and let's give it a shot. So you want to try a whole bunch of new things here. Ideas are coming to you, and you're seeing how they might be very profitable for you, all right? Now, I do kind of feel for some people, again, messages, these are quite generic messages I get, but for some people, this Page of Wands here, I'm kind of feeling like you might get some news about something that's related to travel. If for some of you, if you're traveling at the end of June, if you have travel plans, I kind of feel like, and it could be traveling for work, it could be traveling for vacation, but I kind of feel like there's some roadblocks, and you're going to get some news about those roadblocks. So I don't know what those roadblocks could be. I mean, we'll clarify some of these cards, but I'm kind of getting a very strong sense off of this Page of Wands that some news is going to come in, and then you're going to go, oh, well, that just puts a little bit of rain on my parade, and that's too bad because I was so looking forward to going there, okay? I don't feel like it's going to cancel your trip if you're traveling, but I do feel like it's, I don't know, it's just going to kind of put like I said, a rainy cloud over your excitement about it, okay? There is an excitement for what's going on here. So if you do, even if it's not related to travel, even if you get these ideas and you start to implement them, or you start to work on something, a project, if you're working on on a new business, on a side business, on a website, or you're working on building something, maybe you're trying to do some videos, or I just kind of get this feeling that this little bit of whatever news that comes through kind of is like, oh, okay, okay, I get it. Which kind of puts you in that mood of, all right, all right. But like I said, I don't think it's going to stop you in any way, shape, or form. Why? Because you have this Chariot card here. She is advancing, right? She's advance, advance, advance. She's in go mode. She's in forward motion. And you are not going to stop this growth that you have here, okay? You want to, it's just going to, you're going to be able to maintain your usual active self, right, Aries? Because you're very active, you have a very dynamic approach to things. And I feel like, overall, it's still going to be a very balanced month for you, but there's just this feeling of, this news might come in. Now, I think we should clarify these cards because I'm very curious to know what this news might be for you and how it might affect you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the clarifiers. All right, let's clarify 3 cards for the King of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, 6 of Pentacles just fell out and it fell on the floor. So give me 1 second. I'll pull one more card and then I'll pick it up, okay? Okay, and you have the Knight of Swords. Give me 1 sec. I'll pull out the card that just flipped over. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we have the 6 of Pentacles, as I said, and we have the Knight of Swords. You're definitely in a rush here. You're rushing to do this, and I don't feel this is a bad rush in any way, shape, or form. I kind of feel like it's a good rush because I feel like you've got the energy, you've got the desire, and you've got the ideas coming in that you really want to be able to put them into action as soon as possible because you know that those actions are then going to be very profitable for you somewhere down the line. So, hey, the sooner you get to the profit, the better. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's definitely related to finance, okay? I don't see anything here that's at least not right now, that's related to a relationship, but I mean, because you have the King of Pentacles and got clarified by 2 other cards that are related to Pentacles, right? So we got the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, right? I mean, we have here certainly resources in the material world that we're talking about, okay? We're definitely talking about money, time, effort, job, something is going on for you, projects, something in the material world. Now, you're getting these ideas, and these ideas are rushing in, and as they're coming in, I feel for you, especially with the 7 of Pentacles, that you're mulling them over, right? You're mulling them over, and you're saying to yourself, okay, how can I make this useful? How can I make this tweak it, or how can I turn it into something that's a little bit more original? Because you'll get an idea, and then you'll go, oh, yeah, but lots of people have done this before. So how do I make it different? How do I make it better to put you, right, as me? You're going to say how to put me, but I'm talking about you. How to put you sort of ahead of everybody else, right? I was talking about a very balanced energy here. So we do have that with the 6 of Pentacles here. And I do feel like that when you get that right tweak, that's what's going to be the money maker for you, okay? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be money, but I feel like you'll know that it'll be the answer to what it is that you are trying to come up with in terms of, if I could just find that one right thing, that will put you sort of in the limelight, and make you a little bit, maybe even getting a little bit of recognition for these ideas that are coming in for you, all right? This time is a time of crossing paths, perhaps. And I feel that again with this. I actually feel that with this Knight of Swords, which is interesting because I never really feel that from the Knight of Swords. But I kind of feel like you know that there are some paths you need to cross, maybe meeting some certain people from wherever, and these connections that you've had with these people will take you sort of down the journey or down the path to where you need to get to. And you know that there are connections out there, and it'll be funny because you'll feel like, oh, I was thinking about that person, and then they're going to cross your path. So when they cross your path, you're going to go, oh my God, that is a sign from the universe that this person is going to help me in the area of where I want to go. All right. So I feel like there's definitely a crossing of paths here for someone. Again, maybe not an energy for everybody, but I just kind of feel like there's something in that. All right. Now let's clarify the Ace of Wands. Four of Swords. Two more cards, please, to clarify the Ace of Wands. You have the Magician. And we have the Star card. Yes, this is absolutely beautiful energy here against this Ace of Wands. You know, this spark, this idea, this passion that you have to do this, whatever this is for you, this new something that you're going to get into. I feel like you really feel like you've got all the power right now. It's like it's an perfect timing for you to apply everything and, like the magician, put it all together. And, as above, so below is the saying. In other words, you will make it all happen. You have all of the ingredients that you need to bring about whatever it is that you want to bring about. So you have all these ideas, they're percolating. You have the passion. You have perhaps the resources, the effort, the energy within yourself to make it happen. And I do feel like you've been sitting on this for, mulling this over and reflecting with this Four of Swords here, reflecting on how you're going to be able to do all of this, conserving your energy nonetheless, because you're full of energy, Aries, but we all burn out at some point. So you don't want to obviously burn out. So I can feel that somebody's going to be, in this month, going to be thinking about, okay, how do I take all this and how do I put it all together to make the best possible, product or whatever, but without having to kill myself. That's what I'm kind of feeling. Okay, without having to, break my back to do it. In other words, without having to, spend too much energy here. You really have this perfect something here in the Star energy. Okay, this is the optimism, the hope at its best, right? This is feeling like there is nothing you can't do, that there is no roadblock that's big enough that is going to stop you. As I said, I feel like there is a bit of a roadblock at the end of the month, or news of a roadblock at the end of the month. But as I said, maybe it is just related to a small trip that you have to make in relation to this. So let's put this in context and just say, let's pretend this is for work, and you have a new product that you're putting out, and you've got the idea, and you're in charge of the team to lead this product creation. And all of a sudden, you're going to put it all together, and you're going to get excited. Your team's going to be all excited. And then at the end of the month, you're supposed to go out and present it to whoever, some senior management or whatever, and they're in a different location than you are, so you're supposed to fly there, but then you're going to find out that it was bad weather, and so your flight's been canceled, or something like that. That is not a big roadblock. It's a bit of it, like as I said earlier, a bit of a disappointment, but it's not a roadblock that's going to, put a big dent in your whole thing here, right? Okay, let's continue to clarify and tell me about this death card and this change, this transition, this going from death to rebirth to new life. And we have the high priestess here, okay? This is something that you know deep down in your instinct is telling you very clearly, if you are listening to it, because part of that is that everybody needs to listen to their instinct, and sometimes we ignore it. But I feel you are quite open in this month because you're letting these ideas flow in, and you're very clearly listening to your instinct to know which ones are going to make this a successful change and which one of these is going to make it not a successful change, which ones to act on, which ones not to act on. All right? So I do feel like you are in this mode of listening, which is really good. Let's continue to clarify the death card. Yeah, you have the World. I mean, you have a lot of major arcana on this table right now. I mean, you have the Empress, that's 1, 2 with the Chariot, 3, Death, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, you have seven major arcana on the table. I mean, major arcana cards are life lessons, right? They're not everyday, little lessons or little things that affect your daily life. These are changes or messages that will make long-term lasting effects in your lifetime. So this change, which is a major arcana, is clarified by 2 more major arcana, which is saying if you listen to your instinct, you will come full circle here. You will complete this. You will have the perfect whatever it is that you're trying to get to. You will be able to complete this and feel satisfied about this. You will be able to fully get to the end of this journey knowing that you're feeling quite proud of yourself is what I want to say. All right? One more card to clarify the death card. And we have the King of Cups. Yeah, feeling very satisfied, as I think is what I just said. Feeling very proud of yourself. Feeling like, you really loved this project, this work, this whatever it is for you, that you have a love of it, and the love of it has helped it to grow, okay? Now, I want to say that because I think when you really love something, you don't really see the effort that you're putting into it. So if you really like your projects and you're working on your projects, I don't know about you, but I know for myself that if I love something and let's say I start working on it early in the morning, I love it so much I don't even notice the day goes by, and before you know it, it's like 1 or 2 in the following morning, and you're sitting there going, "Wow, I just put in like 15 hours of work, and it didn't even feel like 15 hours go by, and yet you just can't wait to go to bed and get up again so that you can continue to do this." I'm feeling very strongly here that this there's a love of this for you. Okay, there is a like I said, a love of it. You're feeling very, I don't know, very loyal to it. That's what I want to say too. I don't know why I have to say that or why I'm saying that. I just know I feel like it's like you feel very loyal to your project, and it's your baby. That's what I want to say. It's like your baby, and you know that you're giving birth to this baby, right? At the end of the day. So you want it to be the best possible, okay? Now let's clarify this Page of Wands, because I'm curious to see about what this news is that you're going to get that might put a little bit of a little wrinkle. Let's just say a little wrinkle or a semi-pause or a... clarifying the Page of Wands, please. Okay, yeah. Okay. You have this 4 of Cups. It's like, as I was saying to you, it's going to put a bit of a wrinkle and you're going to go, oh, bummer. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, doesn't he look like he's saying, oh, bummer? He's like looking at these cups here in front of him and he's going, okay, they're full, they're great, but, right? So this whatever this news is, it's kind of like a but I want to show you the fact that there's a hand here that's coming out of the cloud with this fourth cup, which this guy doesn't even really see, right? He doesn't see it. So, in a way, this guy, it's the universe is there offering you something. It's like a blessing in disguise, is what I want to say. A blessing in disguise, Aries, that whatever happens, that is that little bit of roadblock, it might feel in the moment that it's not that great, or it might feel in the moment that it's a bit of a like, oh, bummer, bummer. I just kind of like puts as I said, a little bit of rain on all that sun that you've had. But I do feel like it's later you'll come out of it and go, wow, I'm kind of glad that kind of happened because X, Y, and Z. Okay. So there is that bit of disappointment about it, but it's not a big deal. All right. Let's continue to clarify this Page of Wands. Yeah, you want to be very busy, right? You want to be this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very productive type of energy. The Queen of Wands is an energy of, very cheerful, very busy though, gets their hands in everything, very determined type of energy, right? But as with the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, at least for me, when I read them, tend to come with an energy of feeling like they've come through things the hard way. They've learned their lessons the hard way. That's how they've gotten to the top, if you will. So I feel like you will continue to push through this little bit of disappointment. It's not, as I said, it's not going to put a halt in any way, shape, or form. You're going to continue on with your approach. You're going to push through it. You're going to be very active nonetheless, and get on with it. Yeah, and you have the Page of Pentacles here as well. So more news, right? You have two pages here. Pages are all about news. Pages are all about communication, though, as well. So there's some kind of communication. Perhaps for some of you, it's an email that's going to come through. I feel that there's some kind of something that might come through in that form of news, and you're going to turn around and go, oh, okay. Oh, well, we'll live through it. No big deal. Okay? All right. Aries, let's just pull you a final card from the Oracle. Final message for Aries for the month of June. Final message for Aries for the month of June. Please and thank you. Truly grateful. It is the Chariot card. It's number 6 Chariot. Number 6 Chariot. And it says, charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. Yeah, so there's your Chariot right there, right? That was the message, definitely, is to continue to charge through. As I said, this, whatever it is not going to stop you. Continue on. Use the magic that you have. Push through what you need to push through. Make the change happen. And take all of these wonderful ideas that you're having, really put them into action. Make them something that you can then turn around and say, okay, what's my next step? What's my next step? What's my next step, right? And you'll get to this end where you're going to have a finished something. That's what I'm feeling for you. A finished product, a finished feeling like you got to the end of the road, got to the end of the project, feeling like you got to the, to the end of, maybe, you finished a position and now you're ready to level up to another position at work or in your, maybe it's an exam if you're if you're a student and you're not even working yet, getting through your exams and taking all of this knowledge that you've gained and really, taking the bull by the horns here to put yourself through to the next level. All right. That's pretty much it, my lovely ones, for your tarot reading. And I do hope there was something in it that resonated for you. And if so, then please click the like button. And of course, please click the subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This really helps my channel to grow and to get out there. And, it actually lets me know that the messages are getting to you and that they're resonating, for you and with you. And of course, if you subscribe and you click the bell, then it lets you know when I've uploaded the next video. Take care, my lovely ones. See you next time. And until then, know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.